Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Rosi Dwi Indriani from class VBSIC 01 with name. Here, I will review the English material that we have studied previously. First material is irregular and irregular verbs. So, based on the form, menurut bentuknya, verb itu dibagi menjadi dua. Ada regular verb and irregular verb. The first is a regular verb, adalah kata kerja beraturan yang polanya hanya menambahkan d, ed, or ied pada verb satunya untuk menjadikan past form dan past participle. Okay, to remember me and you, let's have a look to the pattern type of a regular verb. I want to adopt a cat from a shelter. Mrs. Gabriela adopted baby from an orphanage. The second is a irregular verb, adalah kata kerja tidak beraturan yang bentuk kedua dan ketiganya tidak mengikuti aturan penambahan seperti regular verb. So, to remember me and you, let's have a look to the pattern type of irregular verb. I want to sing a love song at her birthday party. He sang at my cafe last night. Okay, the next material is countable and uncountable. Countable, that is a thing we can count. Example, book, chair, table, fruits, and any other. One book, two chairs, three tables, and any other. And uncountable is a thing we cannot count. Example, water, tea, sugar, beauty, and any other. Uncountable noun itu bisa dihitung dengan menggunakan beberapa batasan seperti a cup of, a glass of, a liter of, and any other. So, to remember me and you, this is a characteristic of countable and uncountable noun. Two people are standing outside the stadium. There are 5 red airplanes on the runway. Paul bought 2 jars of honey. I can drink more than 5 cups of coffee a day. The next material is a cardinal and ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers adalah angka yang digunakan untuk menerangkan jumlah sesuatu dalam bilangan bulat. Example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dan seterusnya. And ordinal numbers adalah angka yang digunakan untuk menyatakan posisi. Posisi ini bisa berupa urutan maupun tempat tinggal. Example, first, second, third, fourth, dan seterusnya. I have 1 eraser. My age is 18 years old. I'm the second children in my family. Jokowi is the 7th president of Indonesia. Next material is a part of speech. Part of speech adalah bagian grammar bahasa Inggris berupa klasifikasi kata-kata yang dibagi menjadi beberapa kategori berdasarkan peran serta fungsi dalam struktur kalimat. The English grammar section is in the form of a classification of words which are divided into several categories based on their role and function in sentence structure. There are 8 parts of speech: is a noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The first is a noun or kata benda, used to determine a person, place, thing, or idea. Jadi kata benda ini digunakan untuk menyatakan seseorang, tempat, benda, tindakan, atau ide. Example, cat, pencil, Chicago, Japan, house, and any other. He just bought a car. The second is a pronoun or kata ganti. This is a word used in place of a noun. Jadi kata ganti ini digunakan untuk menggantikan kata benda dalam sebuah kalimat. Example, she, he, it, I, you, they, we. She is very friendly person. You are my best teacher. The third is a verb or kata kerja. This is a word that tells what someone or something does. Jadi, kata kerja ini digunakan untuk menggambarkan apa yang subjek dilakukan atau apa yang subjek lakukan dalam kalimat. Example, sit, look, run, jump, sleep, and any other. Gojo buy a photocard at the Shopee. We can cook Luragung food. Most students apply to Kuningan University. Next is a adjective or kata sifat. This is a word used to modify or describe a noun. Jadi, kata sifat ini digunakan untuk menjelaskan atau menggambarkan noun or pronoun. Example, happy, sad, short, tall, red, and any other. I know that I'm cute. Your food is so tasty. Levi is so handsome. Next is a adverbs or kata keterangan. Kata keterangan ini menjelaskan verb, adjective, or adverbs in a sentence. There are 2 types of adverbs. Jadi ada 2 tipe kata keterangan yang kita pelajari, yaitu adverbs of time and adverbs of places. Example, cheerfully, never, now, fast, and any other. I have to go now. She speaks softly. I have done this work for a week. The next is a preposition or kata depan. Preposition ini digunakan untuk menunjukkan hubungan ruang atau waktu antara satu benda dengan yang lainnya. Example, to, with, by, in, at, from, any other. The letter was written by Eren. They visit the museum to learn about history. This is Megumi. He is from Japan. The next is a conjunction atau kata hubung. Kata hubung ini digunakan untuk menyatukan unit bahasa yang setara, menghubungkan induk kalimat dengan anak kalimat. Example, and, or, but, because, and any other. We are happy but tired. The book is interesting but a bit difficult to understand. The last is the interjection or kata seru. Kata seru ini digunakan untuk mengungkapkan emosi terhadap suatu keadaan atau tindakan. Example, oh there, wow, and any other. Yay, we got tickets to the concert. Really? That's cool. Ha, the coffee really tastes good. And finally, the last material is a descriptive text. Descriptive text is a text that explains or describes something, example, thing, people, historical places, and any other. You write descriptive text when you want your reader to picture what you're describing it. The purpose of a descriptive text is to describe person, thing, or place in specific. The next is a generic structure of descriptive text. The first is identification. Identification is the part introduced where or who the subject being described is. Jadi bagian ini memperkenalkan di mana atau siapa subjek yang akan dideskripsikan. The second is a description. Description is a part shows the detailed description of subject. It may include the information about the appearance or qualities of. Jadi bagian ini menunjukkan deskripsi detail subjek termasuk informasi tentang penampilan atau kualitas dari subjek tersebut. The next is the language feature of descriptive text. The first is the using simple present tense. Jadi simple present tense ini digunakan untuk menyatakan fakta, kebenaran umum, serta kebiasaan. The second is the using adjective and adverb. Seperti yang sudah saya jelaskan tadi, adjective itu kata sifat seperti tinggi, besar, kecil, dan adverb itu kata keterangan, bisa kata keterangan waktu ataupun kata keterangan tempat. The third is the using present passive voice. Jadi passive voice ini adalah terjadi ketika kamu menjadikan subjek kalimat tidak melakukan aksi melainkan menerima aksi. Contohnya itu dari membaca jadi dibaca, menyapu jadi disapu, and any other. Okay guys, that's all I can explain. Sorry if there are mistakes. You can give suggestion and correct me. I accept it with pleasure. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.